2 years on from Baby Rue's death, where are police currently at in terms of your investigation?
Well, firstly, my thoughts go out to the whānau of Baby Rue, approaching the 2-year anniversary. Without their son, who should be there enjoying his younger years with him. In terms of the police investigation, we are currently reviewing all of the evidential material to determine if there's criminal culpability against any individuals. As part of that process, we are consulting with, we're seeking independent legal advice in relation to that.
And that's obviously quite a significant step. Do we have a time frame of where things from there looking at it, or not really? Or?
I don't have a time frame for that because of the size of this investigation and the complexities involved. It's a large volume of material to review and then determine the next steps from there, depending on the outcome of that review.
And then going back to October 22nd, 2023, in terms of that morning, up until obviously everyone arrives at the hospital, do police now have quite a good picture of how that morning's unfolded, or is there anything you can kind of say about that morning in terms of what police now know about that day?
The police have established a timeline from that morning, and advice from medical specialists is that the injury suffered by Baby Rue was quite close to the time that the emergency services were called.
You've previously spoken about the investigation being hampered by efforts to cover up what happened at the property. Can you speak to that in terms of, I guess, the frustrations or the obstacles that the team had to overcome in these last 2 years?
Well, like any investigation, there's always going to be challenges faced, especially in a case like this. It's a very complex case. We are confident we have put together a really comprehensive evidential foundation for consideration for criminal culpability, and I think the team has done a fantastic job in relation to that. But like any case, there's always challenges, and the team have remained really steadfast to get the best outcome here and find justice for Baby Rue and his whānau. Persons inside the house know what happened. I'm confident that there's others out there that will know what's happened, and I really urge anyone with information to come forward still at this time. So the 2-year mark, we will talk to anyone at any time who come forward with relevant information. I won't go into the details of specific persons, but we'd really like to hear from all of them. I'm sure they've got more information they can provide us in terms of what happened that day.
And what would be on that? What's your message to them? Your message to those three and the wider public who may hold that crucial piece of information?
You've got a whānau who've lost a valuable member of their family, someone whose life was cut short far too young. It's never too late to do the right thing. It's been 2 years. I'm sure their guilt is building up inside them, so come forward and tell us what happened. Do the right thing. It's almost certain that there's others out there have information that is of value to the investigation. In terms of what that information is, that's for them to come forward and tell us, but any piece of information that hasn't already been brought forward to the police, we'd really like to hear from them.
In terms of the charges, so at this stage, obviously, it's just reviewing things, but are police confident you'll be able to lay charges?
We have we've gathered 2 years worth of information and evidence. It's a lot of material to go through. It's a big process, and as part of that, to ensure that we get the right advice to move forward, we've sought independent legal advice to assist in that process. Well, it was a wee boy, not even 2 years old, so completely vulnerable, relied on parents and caregivers to support him and do the right thing and create the right environment for him to thrive, and that was cut short. So, it's a horrific thing for that young boy and his whānau. So, he relied on those people, and they failed him.